Good morning. Like me, you may have heard or seen that there's some clips going about both on YouTube and on the mainstream media sites about various politicians laughing yesterday about colleagues and also about letting out prisoners early. Now, unfortunately, this isn't a very good look or a very good look, or should I say, for us to witness this happening because they didn't turn off their microphones. Now, we have a new parliament, a new prime minister, just in the last few days, and it's not really a very good start to anything. Because, like me and like most people, you will think, well, if they're saying this about colleagues, and about letting out prisoners and finding it funny, what do they say about the general public? They think we're all stupid? Because obviously we're not, and we're not all taken in by them. I would think most of the UK isn't taken in by them. It's unfortunate this has happened at the start of Andy Burnham's term as Prime Minister, but it doesn't seem to bode very well. Now, as some of you know, I have sight loss, and obviously, with the help of lots of tech things, I can manage to do this, and by memory. But I also know when I'm out and about, and if my partner's with me, people will sort of whisper and make comments and look at me as if I'm strange. And it's quite insulting, really, because I'm sure they wouldn't like it if I was to turn round and start saying things about them and say, oh, look at her over there, she's whispering about me. That wouldn't go down very well. So I think we all need to take more care and thought of how we treat, think, and speak about people. At the moment, things aren't going too well in the UK, as I think the majority of us know. And a lot of it stems from our attitudes to other people, other groups of people, other political parties. We can't all be the same. We can't all think the same. And who would want to? But we do need, I think, now to take a certain view that everyone has different opinions. You know, laughing about a colleague as well like that in a group of them, it doesn't look very nice. And unfortunately, the one talking loudly was a female, and a female that's not popular with people. So she needs to be a bit careful, really, what she says and does in future, because she's just not helping herself. I don't need to name her. I'm sure you all know who it is. So it's sad that we're getting to this sort of state in the UK. When I grew up as a child, politics was not like this at all. I'm just about to turn 67, and I've never known it being such a mess and such a spiteful, shall we say, place as it has become, with different people, different groups. And that's not the point of it. They're there to govern, to help us, and they need to make sure they help themselves and the way they present themselves, speak about their colleagues, and speak about the general public, which isn't always very good. The grooming gang scandal has still not been resolved. How do you think those young women feel? The relations of those young women. Okay, people will come, oh, well, they were in homes and their parents didn't care. They are people. They are females made in the image of God. We're all made in the image of God, and none of us is better than the other. So it really does concern me, this attitude that some of us are more superior, because it is not true, and that's not how God created the world, how he wants it to be. If it was your daughter and she'd been through the grooming gangs, how would you feel? I mean, what has happened to them, that is not going to go easily or quickly, and it can't because it's not been solved. It's still hanging around years later. Lots of people knew about it, councils, authorities, police, lots of people. It's not a surprise to anybody. There was a television documentary made about it, I think, around about 10 years ago. And that was horrific. And that was just a TV documentary. So can we imagine what the actual circumstances were like? And oh yes, we get people say, oh, it's all exaggerated, I don't believe it. Well, unfortunately, the proof is there, and reports have been named or brought forward, reports by various politicians who want to try and tackle it, but nobody else wants to, and they just ignore him. And I think it just sums up the way that women and females, young girls, are looked at now in society. We haven't come any further. All this feminist stuff has got us nowhere. It's only God that can turn this country around. So I'd urge everybody who prays to start praying now, because you need to more or less around the clock because of what's happening. And unfortunately, it doesn't look as if it's going to get better quickly. Sorry to be gloomy and miserable, but sometimes we have to face facts. And we have to accept it and get together and pray. If it's only online prayer groups, wherever it is, everyone has a responsibility to pray for the UK. There are people that think that's stupid and daft. Okay, that's your opinion. I'm not saying you have to. But really, something needs to sort the UK out. And God is the only person that can. Thank you for listening.